everybody. Jen A and Miss Mary are here, and we're back with another episode of Fairytale Flip, the program where we read a traditional fairy tale and then we twist it and flip it and turn it on its end and read you a whole different version of the same story. So, are you ready to begin? Today, I have the traditional one, and that is The Princess and the Pea. And this version is retold, and the illustrations are done by Rachel Isadora. Let's get started. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a prince. The prince wanted to marry a real princess, so he traveled all over the world in hopes of finding such a lady. He met many princesses, but it was difficult to tell whether they were real ones. Iskawaran. One princess. Oh, Salam. Another princess. Jambo Harabi. There was something about each princess that was not quite right. So the prince came home again and was sad. One evening, there was a terrible storm. Suddenly, a knocking was heard at the gate, and the old king went to open it. There was a princess standing at the gate. But good gracious, what a sight the rain and the wind had made her look. And yet she said she was a real princess. We shall soon find out if she is real, said the queen. So she went into the bedroom where she laid a pea upon the bedstead. Then she took 20 mattresses and laid them on the pea, and then put 20 feather beds on top of the mattresses. On this, the princess had to lie all night. The next morning, the princess was asked how she had slept. Oh, very badly, said the princess. I scarcely closed my eyes all night. Heaven only knows what was in the bed, but I was lying on something hard, so that I am black and blue all over. That's horrible, said the king. Now they knew that she was a real princess because she had felt the pea right through the 20 mattresses and the 20 feather beds. Nobody but a real princess could be as sensitive as that. So the prince took the princess for his wife. The pea was put in a museum where it may still be seen if no one has stolen it. And that is a true story. The end. And that was The Princess and the Pea, retold by Rachel Isadora, and illustrations. Weren't those illustrations beautiful? So now Miss Mary is up with the twisty version. Mary?
Hi, well, my version is called The Princess and the Packet of Frozen Peas, and it's by Tony Wilson and Sue DeGenero. Once upon a time, there was a prince called Henrik who wanted very much to fall in love and get married. He was an outdoorsy type and hoped that the princess he married would like hockey and camping. There were many girls who wanted to marry a prince. Every time Henrik left the palace, groups of screaming girls would yell, "Oh my goodness, it's him!" And they'd throw flowers in his general direction. Henrik decided to ask his brother for some advice. The most important thing is to make sure she is a real princess, said Prince Hans. A real princess is very beautiful and very sensitive. When I met my wife, Princess Eva, I made a stack of 20 mattresses and 20 eiderdown quilts. Then I put a single pea under the bottom mattress. If a girl complains about feeling the pea through mattresses and eiderdown quilts, she must be a real princess. Did Princess Eva complain? Prince Henrik asked. You bet. She complained a lot, said Prince Hans. Prince Henrik decided to watch Princess Eva and see what a real princess was like. He found her at the tennis court where she was being sensitive about the tennis balls. These tennis balls are too bouncy. He followed her to the driveway and saw her being sensitive about her new sports car. This isn't the car I wanted. I wanted the one with the cup holders and yellow. Prince Henrik wondered whether Princess Eva was a little too sensitive. It looks like she's being sensitive about the way her laundry got done. Prince Henrik decided he didn't want to marry a real princess, not like Princess Eva. He wanted to marry the exact opposite. She didn't have to be beautiful or sensitive. She just had to like hockey and camping and have a nice smile. And so Prince Henrik came up with a plan. Whenever a girl came to stay, he offered to make up the guest room. Instead of 20 mattresses, Henrik found one thin camping mattress. Instead of 20 eiderdown quilts, Henrik found one old sleeping bag. And instead of a single pea, the prince decided to use a whole packet of frozen peas. A whole bag of frozen peas. Many young girls visited, but no one passed the test. One of them said, "You won't believe this, I found peas in my bed." And another one said, "I couldn't sleep at all. There was a massive lump under the mattress." And the third one said, "What's the deal with the packet of frozen peas?" Then one morning, Henrik's old friend Pippa came to play. They had a great day riding horses, playing hockey, and spying on Princess Eva as she complained about everything in the palace. There they are, having a good day on the sports field. If she's a real princess, Henrik joked, I want to marry the opposite. Henrik and Pippa laughed. For the first time, Prince Henrik noticed what a lovely laugh his friend Pippa had. Oh, and there's Princess Eva. Looks like she's making sure that those maids dust that chandelier. That night, Prince Henrik decided to test Pippa with a packet of frozen peas. He's sneaking them in his coat. The following morning, Henrik sat in the corridor outside the guest room. He waited and waited and waited. Finally, Pippa emerged, yawning. How did you sleep? Asked Henrik. Fantastically well, thank you. Pippa handed him a packet of mushy peas. I found this under the mattress last night, she said. It was the perfect ice pack. I had a bit of a sore shin from playing hockey. The prince beamed. Pippa beamed back. She had a lovely gap between her two front teeth. "Will you marry me?" asked Prince Hendrik. "But I'm not a real princess," said Pippa. "Even better," said Hendrik. "You're an unreal princess." And looks like he's going to hand her a crown. The end. And here's a little story about Henrik and Pippa. He's going to try and put up a tent pole. He's going to try and put up the second tent pole. Having a little trouble. They fall down. Pippa has an idea. They each take one side. They get that tent pole pounded in, and they've got their tent for camping. But really, they're a perfect team. It took the two of them to have a happy ending. The end. Please come back next week and we'll have another story for you, a straight version and the twisted version. And if you have any questions or if there are any stories you'd like us to read, please contact us at youthservices@olpl.org. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.